Okay, so here we are standing in the foyer, and this time I'm going to go down into the basement, and so I'm going to take a left here. So down here we've got a finished area. We've got a bath, vanity, and stool. No shower. There's some damaged drywall and that kind of thing. And let's see here. I'm going to take a right-hand turn here real quick. And so here we've got some a little bit of damage here on the where the I believe where the ductwork might be, and if not ductwork, I'm not sure what it is, but I think that could be repaired fairly easily. And you can see on this wall here, it's a it looks like this is a wainscoting that's been painted, and then we have drywall up here, and this whole room is basically drywall. And we do have an egress window here, so that's a good thing. And I'm assuming that probably this main beam runs through the main part of the house. And so let's go into the next area here. Now we're in the back part of the basement. We're under the bedrooms and that kind of thing. And now these windows are all egress also. So we've got egress windows to the back, or let's call them daylight windows. I don't want to call them egress because there's rules about what an egress window actually is. But you can see where this is all finished. And the height in the ceilings down here is affected by the ductwork that's coming through. I see some plug-ins here, some electrical and stuff like that. So that's kind of what we're dealing here. So we've got a major portion of this basement finished off here. And let's go ahead down here.
Nothing really.
And we're going to go into the unfinished portion of this basement. And again, this is... I'm told that the appliances stay, so that's how the assumption that will go on this. Big panel here. I'm going to say this is probably a 200 amp. If you look at the size of the mast on this thing, I'd say it's 200. I can't reach across very well, but I'm hoping you can see I think it's probably a 200 amp. And there's a lot of room on that thing yet. And of course there's a lot of cleaning, a lot of debris that has to be picked up and that kind of thing. This is a poured foundation. And if you look at this gray area down here, I think this has been drain tiled before. And I think it was drain tiled after the home was built. So I'm thinking that that's what the case is. And I'm going to step back here, and we do have a can't see very well, but we have a sump pump here, and I'm going to check and see if it has been drain tiled, if I'm able to tell. But the discharge, I'm thinking, goes... I'm unsure where it goes. I'm thinking that the discharge, well, no, here's where the discharge comes up. It looks like it's going out at the back side. So we'll have to double check that just to be sure. It's kind of interesting. This is a high efficiency furnace, judging from the PVC pipes for the intake and exhaust systems. And again, it's hard to get back in here just to see what we've got. When I can get a flashlight on, then I'll be able to tell. But that is a Lennox furnace, and probably needs to be cleaned quite a bit. And then I'm going to go into the last room in the basement here, and that room is off to my right, and there's another bedroom area here. And again, the ceiling on this part doesn't look as good. I am going to tell you that when I walked down here, I was not feeling a lot of moisture. I couldn't smell it. But there are some, there is some discoloration here. So I'm thinking at some point there probably had been wet, but I'm totally unsure about that. Now remember I told you how that gray was in the back part. I don't see that here, so this thing may not be drain tiled clearly around, or totally around the perimeter. So that's one thing you have to be aware of. Most of these are replacement windows. Some of these may have broken seals. We simply don't know. And I haven't seen anything broken yet, but of course there's a lot of stuff in here, so we have to assume that maybe some of these would have to be replaced. Okay, I'm going to let you go.